What's up guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. This one's gonna just be a chill kind of day in the life as some YouTubers do, except it'll be 2 days because it's like 6 p.m. now and I'm gonna do most of the work tomorrow. But we've got the Z in the garage. I'm just going over a few things. I think I had mentioned I have a track day coming up on Saturday. It's gonna be that night event. So we just got the wheels off. I'm getting some new tires put on tomorrow. We're gonna be switching the fronts up from these kind of off-brand, which worked well, but they couldn't hold up to the heat. So they're pretty smoked. That's why I was fighting with so much understeer. We're going to be switching them out to some Accelera. I think they're 651 something sport. They're the higher end ones. They have, or they're 100 treadwear. With 100 treadwear, I should have a tremendous amount of front grip. I'm really hoping it's not going to screw up the balance of the car by being way too grippy up front. So maybe I'll have to lower the rear tire pressure and not run like 100 like I was, but who knows? I could also up the front tire pressure into like the 40s or 50s. It's gonna take some playing around with, so I know I'm gonna have a learning curve when I get back to the track. And then for the rears, I'm just running the same, these are the same Lexani, like again, pretty much the cheapest tires you can find in the size that I run. That's what these are all as well. So I'm gonna be running these. Their Otani is the brand. I'm gonna throw those to replace these, and then we've got some fresh Lexanis, so should be set for the track. Little word of advice here: when you're going through your car doing a quick bolt check before a track day, it's important to check your spacers if you're running spacers like I am on this thing. So spacers, most of them are aluminum, like this guy here. And as you probably know, aluminum tends to expand and contract with heat. So it's a good idea just to kind of check the torque specs on the wheel nuts that hold the spacer on. Obviously you take the wheels on and off, you check those all the time, but a lot of times we forget to check the actual spacer. And like I said, since it's aluminum, there can be some variances there. I have seen them kind of get a little loose. So I just checked all mine. Thankfully they were fine. But like I said, just something else to add to the list of things to check when you're going through a quick bolt check. All right, bolt check is done. Fluids have been checked and topped off. Tires and wheels are loaded up in the truck. So tomorrow morning, I will head to the tire store, get all of those mounted, and then start tackling the other couple things I need to do to get this thing ready for the track. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's the next day. Excuse the hair. Since this is kind of a day in the life or like a vlog style video, I thought I would take you guys along. My morning routine on my days off is I get a little workout in. I'm sure you've seen my kind of home gym setup in the background of some of the videos here. So I'm not going to include too much footage because I don't really know how much you guys want to see that, or if you even care, or if I should just keep this 100% cars. But like I said, it's just kind of a day in the life, and fitness, gym stuff is kind of an important thing in my life. So I'm going to throw a few clips in, nothing too much, and then we'll get to work because we do have a lot of work to do to get this Z ready for the weekend. You probably couldn't tell, but in that last set of deadlifts at 315, I was gonna go for a few more reps because honestly it just felt great. But I got a bloody nose on the second rep and it was so distracting that I just set it down. So sadly I live in the desert where it's super dry and I have allergies to all kinds of stuff in the air, so I get bloody noses pretty often. But that was the first time I got one during deadlifts. That was exciting. I guess that's what I get for going off program. The program said to go much lighter, and I don't know. Like I said, I was feeling it, so I went up in weight. If you work out, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to finish up with some accessories here, and then, like I said, we'll get to working on the car. All right, workout is done. We're at the tire store right now getting the tires mounted up. Back home, tires are mounted. Let's get them on the car. Got our wheels on. Put the back of the car back on the ground, and while the front is still up, I'm messing around with the alignment. When I got back from the last track day, I knew the front alignment was kind of off. I think that was one of the reasons I was fighting understeer issues, is the alignment just wasn't in the right spot anymore, which makes sense with how much I was going off track and even like hitting the little rumble strips and stuff like that. So I should have checked it, but I'm doing that now. So eyeballing it with the car up in the air, and then I'll set it down and put some toe plates on it. The other thing I want to do while the front is up in the air is actually bleed the cooling system. I checked the coolant last night and it was maybe half full, which is kind of surprising. I guess Maybe because it got so hot at the track like so many times, it had just heated up and cooled down. Maybe some of it evaporated, or I don't know. It hasn't been leaking anything anywhere, so I'm not really 100% sure, but whatever. I topped it off. Now I just have to bleed the system and make sure there's no air in it, because that will definitely cause overheating issues. Bleeding the cooling system in a VQ car is pretty easy. They have this bleeder screw in the back. You can kind of see this brass guy right here. This is an aftermarket one. It's a metal housing with a brass screw here. The factory ones are plastic and they tend to break just from all the heat and time, or years of abuse, I should say. So I upgraded to that. And the reason you want the car jacked up in the air is it'll help that cooling, or the bleeder screw, be the highest point, right? Because that's where air is going to go, to the highest point. So by having the car jacked up, it just makes it a little bit easier, or the front jacked up, not the whole car. So I'm going to fire it up, let it idle for a little bit, loosen that screw up, and hope to get any air out of the system. All right, the cooling system is all bled. It actually bled out perfect, and I think it's going to be great. As you see, the car is on the ground. I'm going to throw some toe plates on it and get that alignment squared away. Alignment is done. The measurements say it's spot on, but honestly it looks way off. So I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me. I guess it's really the only option, because numbers don't really lie. But either way, I'm going to take this thing for a spin and make sure it feels okay, and then we should be good. Back from the test drive, the car drives great. The alignment seems to be pretty spot on, and I'm definitely happy with how much more front grip the car has. I think it's going to do really well at the track. That is going to be a wrap for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was kind of random. Like I said, it was a day in the life, if you will. Pretty much just me hanging out in the garage, getting some stuff done, getting the car ready for the track day this weekend. So let me know what you thought. Like I said, it was kind of different. I'm curious if you guys like that kind of stuff. If you don't, if I should just stick to kind of tackling one project per video. But you know, sometimes you just have to do a lot of little things, and maybe that's boring, maybe you guys want to see that. So let me know. Either way, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.